nasty motherfucker. Come
What's going on, everybody? What is this? Is this episode 10?
Yes, it is. Double digits.
Oh shit.
You know what that means, though?
What?
We're over halfway through the regular season, man.
I know it's whack. It's whack as fuck. It's ridiculous.
It's going way too fast, bro.
It's seriously uh over halfway, so we're gonna talk about a couple things like standing wise. This is gonna be a shorter episode, probably only one recording session. Just having to pull some extra shifts at work, so just a little beat up, need to get to bed. Um, First things first, a great week for picks for Matt and I.
Not good.
Great. How many games were played? 14.
Some amount.
So you and I both got 12 of them right.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I mean,
He got 9.
he's such a bitch.
So still a solid week for
Kidding.
him.
I love you, Trey.
So still a solid week for him, but you and I did pretty damn good. Um, so on DraftKings this week, I did a parlay. I picked every single winner.
This
I
kid-
missed by 2. The Cowboys let me down, and the Bucks let me down. If they had both win, I would have made $17,000. A
So
$5
I'm gonna go
bet.
ahead and kind of jump off your bandwagon of your stupid gambling shit. I believe in my heart the Cowboys played well enough to win.
You guys did, but it came down to a couple
However,
of last second
however,
mistakes.
football is a game of inches. And on 4th and goal, Schoonmaker, our second round tight end, who I don't mind, he's pretty good. His knee was down before the ball goes in the end zone by about 6 inches. On the 2-point conversion, Dak inexplicably steps out of bounds. I don't know. I feel like if you give Dak that play 10 times, he converts it 8 out of 10. Like, I don't think he steps out like that.
Yeah, no, there were definitely just a couple of.
That all being
Out-
said, that was the best game Dak has played all year, if I'm being totally honest. There was no run game whatsoever. It was all on Dak's shoulders. He had to do everything. The defense played okay. 28 points. They made stops when they had to, I guess. But
Yeah, no, you guys played a very solid game. You did really good. It just came down to, I would equate those to like baseball errors.
yeah, so that's kind of what I want to go into is I've had some time to calm down. My initial reaction was, as a fan, I was just pissed off. We should have won. And my initial reaction was Dak can play great, but he can't perform in the moments. Because the Eagles gave us about 60 yards of penalty yardage on that last drive. And we had 1st and goal from the 6-yard, or 1st and 5 from the 6-yard line. Tyler Smith had an false start, which he might have maybe been a microsecond early, but I mean, the way that these tackles are moving early, I don't know how that got called.
Right.
But
And
anyway,
I remember we talked about that, and ever since we talked about it, it seems like it's chilled out a little bit, but it also seems like refs are being, no, I was going to use a word that I probably shouldn't use. They're just being like extreme sticklers about false
yeah.
starts now. So it's like they can't find this good medium. It's like it's one extreme or the other.
And they're humans too. They make mistakes. Some of the calls throughout the game were horrible. I mean, both sides. They were just bad calls.
I just like the picture of Dak Prescott upside down.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny.
And
He
he's a
didn't get it.
warrior, man. I mean, he'll give up his body, and the thing that I like a lot that he's doing over the past 3 games is he's moving in the pocket finally. He's finally using his legs. And I know when you have a traumatic ankle injury like he had, it's hard. It's obviously hard to get back.
Did I forget that happened to him?
Yeah. But it's 1st and 10 from the 11. You need a touchdown. There's 32 seconds left. You have no timeouts. What's the one thing as a quarterback you cannot do?
Take a sack.
And what does Dak do?
Take a sec.
And then we're coming back for second down, and instead of spiking the ball and maybe calming down, he runs a play, which I would have liked to seen him spike the ball, maybe hit, because at that point it's second and like 22. I would have liked to see him maybe spike the ball, settle down, get a call in, get a little, maybe a 10-yard out route to get out of bounds. Um, but he ran a play, and then on the third down play, he threw it short of the end zone. And when I watched the replay, I think they were trying to hit CD full speed, running across the goal line, and maybe he was going to try to race him to the pylon. But I don't know. He played his best game that he's played in a long time, probably since the
Mhm.
Bucks wild card game. The Eagles played well too. I mean, give them credit; they're the Eagles. They're a good team. But I think that pretty much wraps up the division. Though I think we're 2 games back, and
Yeah,
uh,
so getting into divisional talk, I did want to go over like what we think our playoff picture is going to look like.
yeah.
Most places we do have our very clear division winners. I would say the only places that are really up for grabs, the AFC, pretty much they're all pretty much on lock at this point. Um,
Um, maybe I wouldn't lock the North up yet. The Bengals are hot.
they are, but so are the Ravens. Like the past few games, the Ravens haven't just been winning, they are blowing people out. And
Yeah, but
who do I
here's
think
the
is the
thing.
better
Here's the thing.
team? The
The past,
Bengals.
but the past 2 years this has happened, and then Lamar gets hurt. And I do not want him to get hurt. I want him to be fully healthy, but I can't trust that he's not going to get hurt at some point.
Oh, yeah, and but up until that point, I still have to say they're a lock. Like, don't get me wrong, I think the Bengals are a better team than the Ravens. I think the Bengals just took a little too long to get up and going. I still think the Bengals are going to make the playoffs.
Oh, for sure.
I just don't think they're going to be the first seed in the North.
Sneaky team that might miss the playoffs. Buffalo Bills.
I have them taking the sixth seed.
They still have to play Philly. They still have to play us, as in the Cowboys. They still have to play Miami again in Miami. They still have to play New England, and say what you want about New England, but New England beat them. They still have to play the Jets, who they lost to earlier.
They're not going to lose again.
I think they'll beat New England and Jets, but Cowboys and Philly, I think best case for them is 1-1 in those 2 games.
Yeah, I don't see them winning both. I still think they'll make the playoffs
I
just
think it's going to
because,
be obviously it's going to be the Jags in the South, the
right.
Chiefs in the West.
Yeah.
The North, I'm not putting it away. Baltimore is obviously a clear favorite, but I'm not putting it away yet. I'm not locking anything in.
Right. The Bengals certainly could take it. There's a lot of football left to play.
And
Worst case for the Bengals, I think they take a wild card.
the East, I'm almost ready to give to the Dolphins, dude. I really am because I'm looking at the Bills schedule right now. They still have the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Chargers, and the Dolphins left.
Yeah, no. No, there's what's the Dolphins schedule look like?
The Dolphins, let's see, Miami, Raiders, Jets, Commanders, which sorry, buddy, they're gonna light you up.
I mean,
Titans, I think they win that game. The Jets again, and then the last 3 are Cowboys, Ravens, Bills.
so I realistically see them winning 6 of the next 8 games.
I do not
Um,
see the Bills winning that many games.
no. So the Dolphins, they're pretty much on lock at this point. Uh, Chiefs are obviously on lock. The West is shit.
For
Uh,
my for my wild
Jags.
for my wild card, see this is where the AFC is crazy for wild cards because I mean Josh Allen, while I do not like the top 5 quarterback talk about him and all that, he's still a good quarterback. He's still top 10.
Yeah.
They've got a good team. They're in the wild card race, obviously. Pittsburgh's in the wild card race, obviously. Cleveland, with that defense, is in the wild card race, obviously,
Right.
because Their defense is locked down right now, dude. If Deshaun Watson actually like cared about football still, they might I would maybe even
Right,
give them the division.
right. If honestly, my sneak for kicking the Bills out of a wild card is the Browns.
So right now, the playoff picture is your four division winners, and then the three wild cards are all AFC North. Right now, the whole AFC North would make the playoffs.
Seriously.
Yes, right now, if playoffs started today. Um, but
No shit. Wow.
again, this team has a couple tough games left. But the way their quarterback is playing, they might sneak in and everyone would be absolutely shocked. And I would have to eat crow because I said they had nobody I could name. And that's the Houston Texans.
Dude,
CJ
I
Stroud, lock it up, offensive rookie of the year.
oh, without a doubt.
He might get an MVP vote.
I could see that, dude. He's been amazing.
He's been fantastic. That drive to keep your composure with no timeouts, 40 seconds left, and you need a touchdown is ridiculous.
Not totally.
They
That
might have had one touchdown, but whatever. Or I mean, one timeout, not touchdown, one timeout. But AFC's wide open, dude. You got the Bills, Steelers, Browns, Bengals, Texans,
dude,
and the Chargers. Man, you can't count them out either. I
you
mean,
can't. They've had a rough year, but I do have to say one team that I am gonna have to count out is the Steelers. Their defense is solid, but that offense is just dreadful.
yeah, George Pickens. He's already like making stir about how he wants to get out, and like for me, Mr. Pickens, and I'm no NFL scout, but you're not good enough to be a diva yet. You're not.
No.
If Justin Jefferson was like, now that Kirk's gone and you're not going to re-sign him, I went out. That's different. But George Pickens, you've made some crazy catches, but like,
no.
And I did set you up, so smack
Right.
this shit out of the park.
Right. Kenny's trash. He's trash. I mean, I know he's but he's.
I was more talking about the Vikings and what happened this weekend with them.
What did I fucking say? My man's Joshua Dobbs.
Dude, it's just crazy because he's like literally a rocket scientist too.
Yes, I know. I was reading an article about him. It's wild.
He's literally a rocket scientist. There's a video of him going over the cadence with the linemen on the sideline because they'd never heard his cadence before he went in.
Yeah, he took no snaps with them.
Had no reps.
Like nothing. He went into the game, and that was the first time he played with any of them.
They were basically calling the plays like, this is the route this receiver's going to run. It would have been like the formation, whatever that is, like trips right, and then X post, Y go, F slant, Z in. Like they didn't tell him what he was running because he didn't know.
It worked.
And this is without Justin Jefferson, dude. Dude, the Vikings, look.
I think the Vikings are making the playoffs.
Moving to the NFC, your division winners.
They're all, honestly, the North and the South are kind of up for grabs, especially the South.
And the West, sir.
I guess that's true. I guess the Seahawks.
I'm not counting the Seahawks out yet.
No, I definitely think the Seahawks are going to take a wild card spot.
I think the 7 teams that are going to make the playoffs are decided in the NFC. I just don't know about standings yet.
Right. Well,
I mean,
my only thing with the Seahawks is
obviously the 1 seed's going to go to Philly. They're going to get the 1 seed.
Oh, I mean, yeah, no doubt. The Lions, I definitely think are going to make it, but my only thing with the Seahawks is I think they make it. I think they take a wild card spot, but that's just because their remaining schedule is really hard. I mean, they play the Rams, the 49ers, the Cowboys, the 49ers again, the Eagles, and then the Titans, Steelers, and the Cardinals.
Titans and Steelers are like a 50-50 game.
I think they beat the Titans. The Steelers, I think they can win that. They beat the Cardinals, but to take
they win their last 3, but their next 4,
their next 5 games that they might go 0-5, dude.
Okay. I think they'll beat the Rams.
Yeah, but still 1-4 is
I
rough.
think okay. I think they split with the Niners, dude. I'm not gonna.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. They play us next week. So
No offense.
I
I mean, they beat you guys,
oh, dude, we're at this point. I've accepted the rebuild.
especially because they're at home. So, um, yeah, I think it's more so just gonna come down to standings and who play. The matchups of the wild card weekend are gonna be crazy.
Oh,
We could
dude,
have like a. We could
the
have like a. I don't know.
the I
It's really
honestly,
a fight for the 5 seed. Whoever gets the 5 seed is almost getting a
right,
first round bye by playing the NFC South
right.
champion.
So I'm looking at the Vikings schedule and they're looking a little, they're like 50-50. So they play the Saints, which I think they can win. The Broncos win, the Bears win, the Raiders win. But then
Bengals,
they play the Bengals, the Lions, the Packers, and the Lions again.
they'll beat the Packers at home.
I think so, but I think they'll probably lose to the Bengals and split with the Lions.
Dude,
I
I don't know.
I think the Vikings are going to make it. I think they're at least going to make it in a wild card.
This is
Who are you picking for taking the South?
the Saints. The Falcons just aren't using Bijan Robinson. I
They
don't know if he made someone mad or what, but they just aren't playing him. He just doesn't play. And I don't understand why. I really don't get it. Like if you're gonna draft a talent like that, play him. I don't understand what the holdup is
right.
here.
What's the hesitation?
So I don't
I
know.
actually I'd have the Falcons taking the South.
Yeah,
The Saints just can't seem to figure shit out
yeah. The Saints are just so off and on, and their offense is terrible, dude.
when it really, really shouldn't be.
No, they got weapons.
They got
They're
weapons at every position except tight end.
yeah.
I mean, who are their wide receivers again? Chris
Michael
Olave,
Thomas,
Michael
Chris
Thomas.
Olave.
The
And
running backs, obviously Alvin Kamara. Derek
yeah.
Carr is not a bad quarterback. Like,
Also, we thought it was the Raiders' defense all those years, but I mean, he hasn't been wowing me in any way, shape,
I
or
mean,
form.
yeah, he hasn't been bad, but he hasn't really been great either.
Dude, I don't know the NFL is just. I feel like there's so much parity, but at the same time, there's so many games that I'm like, I don't care who wins this game. Like, I don't want to watch. Like, I don't care. I don't
Right.
want to watch this game. Like last week, there was just so many games, and I was like, I don't care who wins that game in any way. Like, I could not give a shit less.
I mean, I had another week where I literally didn't watch a single game.
Dolphins, Chiefs, that was good. Ravens blew out the Seahawks. Browns, Cardinals, who cares? Bears, Saints, who cares? Rams, Packers, who cares? Colts, Panthers, who cares? Giants, Raiders, oh my God. Like, there's just so many. And then these primetime games, dude, they're all shit.
I mean, at least we finally got a good Monday night game.
We didn't, though. The Chargers blew out the Jets.
Yeah, but I don't know. What am I? I think I'm thinking of last week.
That's what I'm saying. The
I'm
Chargers
thinking,
blew out the Jets, man.
yeah, I'm definitely thinking about last week.
Like,
Let's look at our. I guess we'll go ahead and just do our picks while I
the,
look at it.
the Thursday night game last week was pretty good. The Titans Steelers was a good game.
Yeah,
Did I go to sleep after the first quarter? Yes, because I don't watch Steelers games because it's so boring. But um, this week, dude, it's another slate of just shit games. And these primetime games, dude, I thought they put in the rule that they could flex out primetime games if they weren't going to get ratings. I mean, Sunday night game is the Jets and the Raiders, dude. I'd rather see the Lions Chargers. I'd rather see the Browns Ravens. I'd rather see the 49ers Jags. I'd rather see the Texans or Bengals, dude. That's 4 games that I would much rather watch on Sunday night than the Jets and the Raiders.
oh yeah. All of our Sunday night games are trash. The Vikings and Chargers might be an okay game.
And this Thursday, are you Bears and Panthers, dude?
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong fucking thing. Ah!
Like, are you kidding me? Bears, Panthers. Why do the Bears have two Thursday night games? Why did they have two? Seriously, out of all
Oh
the
my
games.
God. Oh, these are all trash. Uh,
And part of it's a quarterback problem, dude. There's not like we grew up in the golden age of quarterbacks, and now it's like wow. So this is what like the '80s was like.
dude, we're literally gonna get 3 good games this week.
This is what the '80s and '90s were like, where you had like five good quarterbacks, and the rest were or terrible. Guess the name of the starting quarterback for the Giants against the Cowboys this week. I bet you can't guess
Well,
it.
I know it's not Tyrod. I know it's obviously not Daniel Jones.
You're gonna think I'm making it up.
It was some random ass white dude from some like Division 2 school.
Tommy DeVito.
What?
Tommy DeVito.
What DeVito?
Tommy.
Tommy?
Tommy.
Who
Where
the
do you go to
fuck even
school?
is this dude?
Where do you go to school? I can't even think of it.
Tommy DeVito College. He went to Syracuse.
Really. This is what we're doing.
What can you do about it, man?
We need this next class of quarterbacks to come in. Caleb Williams, Bo Nix. We need these guys to hurry the hell up and get in. Shadur Sanders said he's staying another year at Colorado, by the way. I don't know if you heard about that, but
Oh, good. I think he should.
I think he's fine. I think there's no offensive line to protect him, but that's neither here nor there.
I just don't really realistically see him getting drafted very high.
I think he'd be a top 15 pick.
Really, I don't.
Oh yeah,
I think people will just be scared because he's Deion Sanders' son.
That's money. That's revenue off the bat. That's instant
That's fair.
media coverage for the entire season at minimum.
That's fair. That's fair. While we're talking about this week's schedule, and I mean, it is absolutely
It's bad.
dreadful. This might be the worst week of the season.
Horrible, dude.
It is so fucking bad. But anyway, Thursday night games, Carolina at Chicago. God, fucking awful. But I guess I'm gonna pick Chicago.
Oh, we're doing picks right now. Fuck, I don't know.
I don't even know if I want to do picks this week, dude. This is so
Yeah, I
bad.
mean, we have to. I'll take Carolina.
Taking care of one. Okay.
It just comes down to better quarterback, and Justin Fields is still out.
Uh, 6:30 is this game in Mexico?
No, you're probably looking at Pacific times.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, yeah.
I think
That's
Germany.
so weird. Anyway, Indy at New England.
In Germany, I don't give a fuck.
I'm just gonna take the Colts because New England's so fucking bad.
Colts because of Gardner Minshew, I guess.
All right, that's Colts for all three of us. Oh, and I'm gonna run through Trey's picks too because he actually sent them to me on time this week. He picked Chicago and he also picked the Colts. Houston at Cincinnati. This might actually be a good game.
Bengals. They're
Yeah,
at home.
they're hot and they're at home.
They're at home.
I think it's going to be a closer game than people think,
I
though.
think it's going to be a lower scoring game than people think.
I think it stays under 28.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking 24, 20, 23, 17 type game.
Right. Trey also chose the Bengals. We got the Saints at Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I'm taking Minnesota. Give me my boy, the alopecia assassin.
Riding the wave of Josh Dobbs, man.
He's fucking solid. You know what would be fucking wild
What?
is if, and Trey chose the Saints, by the way, if Joshua Dobbs got them to the playoffs and won a playoff game.
I think they could. Not gonna lie. If they got the 5 seed, I think they would.
That it'd be fucking wild, and a lot of people would hate Kirk Cousins. Green Bay at Pittsburgh. Very low scoring game. I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Snooze fest, dude. Ravens games and Steelers games, dude. They're both boring as hell.
You taking Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Trey also chose Pittsburgh.
Ravens are the best team in the NFL right now, though.
The Ravens?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they're hot. They're hot as hell. I mean, they've blown out like their last 3 games.
And 2 of them were NFC playoff teams.
Right. Tennessee at Tampa Bay. I'm taking Tampa Bay.
Tampa's lost 3 or 4 in a row, I think. I think they end that here. Will Levis didn't look bad against Pittsburgh.
I think Tampa's just a better team all the way around.
Me Tennessee, actually.
All right, fair enough. And Trey has chosen Tampa as well.
Whopper.
All right. I think this is going to be the best game of the week right here. San Francisco at Jacksonville.
Bowl preview, according to some smart people.
I think I'm gonna take Jacksonville.
They're both coming off a bye. San Francisco's lost 3 in a row. Give me Jacksonville.
Yes, sir. All 3 of us took the Jags. I think this game right here is really going to tell us what we need to know about the 49ers.
And the Jags.
That's true. All right. Always a good game. We got the Browns at the Ravens.
Browns got embarrassed last time they played the Ravens.
They did, but their defense is fucking solid, and the Ravens' offense is fucking hot.
So that's the thing is, who's going to be the smart person to pick the team that's going to cool the Ravens off?
I think they're still going to stay hot, especially being at Baltimore. You know that stadium's going to be fucking packed.
Who'd Trey pick?
Trey picked the Ravens.
Give me the Browns. Whopper.
Shut the fuck up.
BK.
Okay, Atlanta at Arizona. Arizona's fucking trash. I don't even know who their quarterback is. Give me Atlanta. Trey also chose Atlanta.
Yeah, I wonder fucking why. Although Arizona might be getting Kyler Murray back this week. I don't know.
Fuck Kyler Murray's trash.
Fair enough.
Fucking garden gnome looking head ass. All right. Detroit at Chargers. I think this is going to be another pretty solid game. I think this one, I think this is going to be a high score.
Detroit.
I'm thinking 40s, but I'm still going to take the Lions.
The Chargers don't have home games, so Detroit. And Detroit's off for bye.
Shoot. All right. So we got the Giants at Dallas. I'm not even going to fucking ask. That one, Trey chose Jaguars, Ravens, Atlanta, and Lions. I'm not even going to ask you what you fucking think about this game.
It might be worse than week 1, dude.
It's gonna be bad. Commanders at Seattle.
Sorry, buddy. I got
Um,
Seattle.
I'm taking Seattle.
Fake fan, motherfucker.
I mean, I can accept
It's
when
okay. I
a
picked the
team is.
Niners in week 5, I think. So
Then we got the Jets at the Raiders. I'm taking the Jets.
yeah,
Trey chose the Raiders.
yeah. I'll take the Jets.
I just think the Jets defense is a lot better than the Raiders offense. And
Who's
it's
Monday night?
show. Monday night is Denver at Buffalo. God,
Bills.
Bills.
It's a good thing I go to bed early because none of this shit matters.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
this
a good
is
thing I get up at 5:30 because this shit doesn't matter.
these games are so trash.
Since we got a little bit of time left, I
We
did.
literally, I think we disagreed on two picks again.
Since we got a little time left, I did see something today that is kind of important to me and should inspire some people. Mark Andrews for the Baltimore Ravens is a type 1 diabetic, and I did not know that.
Huh.
And there's a video of him explaining to his teammate on the sideline what he has to do during the game, after the game, before the game, insulin, what blood sugar is, all that stuff. As a diabetic, that's cool to see, man. As a type 1 diabetic, it's really cool to like and inspiring to see that like yeah, we have diabetes and it does suck sometimes. Like I can't lie, but like you can be it doesn't hold you back. You can be whatever you want to be. And that's kind of just like a message in life, dude. Like you can do whatever you want. Obstacles are gonna come your way. Diabetes is just our obstacle. And we're gonna fucking take it head
I
on.
mean, I remember when you got diagnosed with diabetes, and then you're just over there shooting up insulin on the sidelines.
Yeah, man. I was too hyped, bro. My blood sugar was fucking high during the games. It's too
Uh,
fucking amped. But seriously, like we all have obstacles, dude. And diabetes is just ours. And
I mean, we've seen
believe
a
it or
lot
not,
of football players overcome a lot of shit. I mean, you remember Eric Berry?
Alex Smith,
Yep.
R. Hamlin, literally deceased on the field for 9 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Joe Theismann's leg, Alex Smith's leg.
Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles 7 weeks ago and threw a ball 50 yards before the game on Monday night.
So that should just tell you how crazy modern medicine's gotten.
Yeah. Or how fucking insane Aaron Rodgers is. I think he's not right in the head. One of the two.
I could see some shit like that.
But yeah, man, keep going. No matter what's going on, you can conquer it one way or another. You got it.
Yeah. Something also important to remember is everybody else has got their own shit going on.
Yep.
And just because you don't know what it is,
Doesn't mean they're not going through something.
right? Just try to be a nice person. You never know when someone's going to need it.
Change their life, quite literally. So,
First time we said anything enlightening in 10 episodes,
too bad no one will get this far.
right? If anybody gets to this part where we're having our little heart to heart here, just like shoot a comment or something. Just let us know you made it.
Yeah.
And if you did make it,
Kudos to you. And
yeah.
we love you.
Yeah.
Whoever you may be, however you may be listening.
Hang in there.
Yep. All right, dude. I'm gonna let you go to bed.
I know. I'm so tired.
Have a good night, man.
All right. Good night, dude. Good night, everybody. We will see you on Thursday. And fuck Philly.
Amen.